What's happening, guys? Brax Wolf here, back with another video, and this time I wanted to share some Meepo brand accessories for eskate. Ones that I think are must-haves and others that are kind of confusing. But before we get started, I wanted to say thank you so much to everyone that still keeps up with the channel, watches the video, comments, are now interacting with me on Instagram. By the way, Brax Wolf on Instagram. I'm trying to be active there as much as I can. But most importantly, thank you to Meepo. They are the ones that are making this possible, and the ones really that sent me some new boards, and I'm able to make some content and really get back on the street because yeah, I was almost in the street. Anyway, let's get started. Since I suck with retention rate, let's come out of the gate with my favorite eskate accessory. This beefy headlight. Priced at almost $100 US, which I think it can be justified by the build, quality, and functionality. Being a design junkie, I appreciate how it was crafted from top to bottom with e-skaters in mind. I'm a night owl who enjoys riding at night, but having to be extra cautious to every road imperfection takes away the fun from the riding experience. I never knew how much I needed a headlight until I tried one. It's bright enough to be seen from the skies with various light settings. 3 different lighting modes and 3 different flash modes that can last up to 70 hours and be seen up to 900 feet. This light can be used as a power bank to charge your devices via USB thanks to its internal 10,000 milliamp battery. It fits snug in Meepo's rubberized truck mount, and it's easily removable for charging and other purposes. You know, the housing has these 2 rubbers on it that when you put the light and twists into place, not only does it feel so good for some reason, like I could sit here and twist this thing all day, almost like a fidget toy type of thing, and yet it's always very secure. No wiggle room. It does not move unless you put a certain amount of pressure on it, and it's just very well built. It definitely screams quality. It's like a little brick of power, a little brick of light, and a little brick of, I don't know, weapon if you have to. You could definitely deck someone in the head with this and it will do some damage. Not saying that you should, but this light definitely has a lot of different purposes. I love this light and truck mount. It'd be nice if Meepo included in the box an adapter or something to fit a GoPro or a quarter mount and swap things in front of your board with ease if you wanted to when not using the light. So now all I gotta do is just stare into the distance and it just lights it up for me. And I could see things clear, baby, now. And I could see things clear, baby, now. I don't think that's how it goes. Now let's move on to my next favorite, the taillights. Coming in at $69, these circular lights are mounted to the trucks of your board with tons of features to help you stay safe. From different flashing settings to a smart feature that detects motion and lights up as you brake. Again, designed beautifully with e-skaters in mind, these taillights are built tough and bright to keep drivers aware of your presence. They're tightly secured and easily removable by twisting 180 degrees thanks to the same rubberized mount. The taillight also feels great snapping in and out. All of these components feels very heavy duty. And I think that's just what I'm in love with. You know, at first I expected to get something that maybe looked great, but it was gonna be cheap. But this does not feel cheap at all. And I think that's why I'm mostly impressed with all these accessories. Both the headlights and taillights are universal to most skateboard trucks and can be charged with the included USB charger. I'm so excited about these lights as it changes my whole night experience. But what do you guys think? Can these mods be achieved much cheaper with the same level of quality and functionality? Now let's move on to this Meepo helmet. Is it worth at $59 US? Looking like a regular skateboarding helmet with minimal padding, this helmet's not my favorite in my personal opinion. It secures snug thanks to the binding wheel at the back, but the actual chin straps fit weird around my face for some reason. I'm very specific with my helmets and have been rocking my old snowboarding helmet for quite some time now. This Meepo helmet is quite generic and can be bought elsewhere at the fraction of the cost. There are current companies out there that specializes in PEV protection. They have pricier but stylish helmets that will protect your whole head from impact and give you a true peace of mind about security. Okay, now on to the confusing accessory that maybe the intention outweighed the execution. Like I've mentioned before, carrying an eskate around can be very challenging at times, mostly due to the weight of the battery. Combine that with the truck's motor and deck, and it can be very demanding depending on your current setup. Comes in Meepo's eskate backpack. I believe this was designed only for a few types of board, most likely the V3 line or something that has that teardrop shape to the endings of the deck. But having my board on my back is never the intention. Maybe 10 years ago I wouldn't mind, but your boy's getting old. I can see this for road trips, Greyhound shenanigans. Other times you might need both hands to carry something around. However, this being used for longer periods of time, it gets very uncomfortable, especially when you start walking. I found that keeping the battery towards the bottom of the backpack helped me with the back pain and keeping the board more stabilized and balanced. If you're gonna mount it in the backpack, you wanna make sure that your battery is in the bottom. So this way it's bottom heavy versus top heavy. So every time you move, it kind of jiggles and that's just not what you want. It's gonna be very uncomfortable. I have no complaints for the headlights or taillights. I think the only thing that could happen eventually is the internal batteries dying on me because you can't swap out the batteries in them. But I believe that the design and the quality of the product will outlast these batteries any day. And yeah, the backpack, I am not sure who would ever purchase this. It is very inconvenient and I just don't think it is the best solution to carry your board. And it only fits a certain type of deck. And the helmet, just a skateboarding helmet with a Meepo logo on it. If you want to support them when you purchase your board, if you want to rep Meepo, I think that yeah, it's a valid reason to purchase this helmet. But out of all these four things, I think definitely the game changer in my riding experience will be these lights. It's definitely something that it's been lacking in my day-to-day or night-to-night, as you might want to say. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you next time. Peace out.